Okay, ladies, next. We are going to do a stroke called compressive broadening. And then, so I'm going to show you how to do that one. I'm going to do one side of the body, and then also I'm going to demonstrate on the back. And then while I'm here, I'm also going to add ringing, because ringing is one of those things that you can do on the legs. You can also do ringing on the back. You cannot do ringing on the arms, okay? Just to let you know. I'm going to not do my prep strokes. I really just want to go into the strokes. Just remember that your 2 prep strokes are your effleurage strokes and then your petrissage strokes, all right? Today I've decided to use one of the lubricants that's in your prospective rooms. This is the cream. Remember, the cream is in the jar. It's a little bit thicker than the lotion, and then obviously the oil as well. And so what I do is I'm going to take just a little bit and I'm going to put it on the outside of my forearm. So if it does get a little tacky when I apply and I start to go through the stroke, I can be able to, on my retreat back, just kind of do a little dab and then rub my hands together, and then I can proceed. Don't take your lubricant and put it on the inside of your forearm, because once you get the work started and you do one of these, then you'll have cream all over your shirt, especially with the black shirt. Yeah, that white cream shows up really well. So, good with the effleurage, good with the petrissage. And I just said that I wasn't going to show that, but I guess I just lied. But I'm just going to do one pass. Compressive broadening is where you have both of your thumbs. This area of the thumb is referred to as your thenar eminence. You're going to have both of those together, and then the rest of your hand or your fingers is on opposite side of the leg. And then in your archer stance, you're just going to bring it straight down. And this is not a thumb move, so you're not moving your thumbs, you're moving your whole hand. And with your body mechanics, all you're doing is just sinking in. And then sinking in. When you get to about here, as we get into that angle, this hand is going to stop because you don't want it to continue to go up. But this hand will continue all the way to the hip, and then it will come back down, and then it will meet up with the other hand, and then it will come to the beginning. So, compressive broadening, so you're going to compress into the tissue and then broaden it out. This is also called fulling, F-U-L-L-I-N-G. That's the way that I learned it when I was in school. So after you have done a couple of those, you're going to flush it out with effleurage. Really quickly, I'm going to bring it around on this side because I want you to see what I was talking about here. So you see this diagonal. So I've started back here and I'm working my way up this way. So you see my hand has come down, it's almost disappeared on this inner part. So you want to stop here. So I'm going to stop here, and then this hand is, I'm going to bring this up just a little bit, is going to continue to the hip and then come back down and then meet up together and then back towards the ankle and then flush it out with effleurage. Nerve strokes. See that little move I just did? Just grabbing a little bit more. Feeling where it's just a little bit tacky, a little draggy. Especially if you are massaging a male and he has excessive hair, you don't want to pull in that hair because that's just uncomfortable. Remember, in terms of your body mechanics, you are on either one side of the face rest or the other. Compress, lean in, and broaden. So your hands are on either side of the spine, and you're just bringing it straight down. And you notice I'm not bending, so I'm not down here, because number one, I don't have any strength down here. All I'm doing with my body weight is shifting forward and just leaning into it. I can do my compressive broadening from the opposite side of the table, whether I'm in horse stance or I can come in one foot in front of the other and just lean into it. But I'm a little more comfortable in my horse stance. And then doing the same thing on the other side. So I'm just going to do one of these here. And then you flush it out with effleurage. Now that we're learning new strokes, in between each stroke, you're going to flush it out with effleurage. Nerve strokes. I've already turned my client over and undraped his arm. Effleurage hold almost like you're going to give your client a handshake. Outside hand does petrissage on the outside, switch, inside hand does on the inside. Pick up and squeeze. From wrist to elbow, switch, pick up and squeeze from wrist to elbow. Pick up and squeeze from elbow to deltoid. Pick up and squeeze from elbow to armpit, shall we say. Nice dose of effleurage. Set the arm down. Again, thenar eminences together. Archer stance, bring it straight down. Compressive broadening, bring it straight down. Kind of like what we did with the leg and we're about to do with the leg in the supine position. This one is going to maybe get away with one on the inside, doing it both at the same time. But this inner hand is going to stop just because we might have some breast tissue issues going on. So this hand is going to stop and this hand is going to continue. Work your way up, meet up with the opposite hand, work your way back down. Flush it out. To the leg. Effleurage, petrissage quickly. So I'm only going to do one pass. So remember, I'm going through this quickly so I can get to the next stroke. So if you work fast, it is more of a stimulating massage for your client. And if you work slow, it's more sedating for your client. Same thing. And then you are on opposite sides of this tibial bone. Lean, compress, broaden, spread. So now the inside hand is getting just a little too close for comfort, that inner hand, so it's just going to kind of come back a little bit, and this one is going to continue. I'm gonna bring this up just a tad, all the way up to here. And remember, I'm not using my thumb. My thumb remains stationary, and I'm using that thenar eminence to bring it down. Meeting up with my other hand. Straight down. When I'm done, I'm flushing it out.